All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, AMP Live American Mentee Program, coming to you live here today for AMP Live TV and the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Right here live in Southern California, beautiful Southern California, cranking up the tunes, doing our thing. But I just want to say, hey, thank you. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Definitely like, love, and share. You see this, watch it forward, backwards, because I think you can forward it and go back and forth and all that good stuff. Catch all the definitely the golden nuggets and pro tips that I'm going to drop today. Today we're going to talk about friendship deals. What the hell is a friendship deal? What is a friendship deal? How does a friendship deal work? What is that and all that good stuff, right? Back here, you're going to see the Sub2 Fix and Flip Calculator. We love this thing. I love it. Proud of it. It's awesome. Works great. Definitely for just regular deals, wholesale deals, Sub2 deals, fix and flip deals. And we like to do those fix and flips or Sub2 deals where you can actually, yes, fix and flip it. Probably thinking, well, why would somebody want to Sub2 a deal when you just create some hard money? Well, yeah, it just depends on the panning out, the speed of getting it done and negotiating with the seller at the end of the day. Friendship deals are awesome when we're doing this stuff because as we get volume, we get more and more deals. So there's times where, yes, you need some money to either rock us a hard money deal, maybe it's a private money deal, or it's a Sub2 deal of some sort. So that's what friendship deals is all about, where you come in, you put some money down, work with the investor, work with us or others. This is for people who don't want to have to pick up a hammer, don't want to have to build a real estate investment firm, don't have to deal with all the drama and management and acquisitions and dispo and marketing and lead generation and all that good stuff. Just like running a real estate firm at the end of the day. But I want to give a shout out for sure for VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments. Going to be our sponsors for the day. So I have some kind of like little, we got a show that we're running. So I got the timer on and all that good stuff. So I don't want to go too long, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you're getting some value from this, especially for the friendship deal training that we're going to do today. What the heck is a friendship deal? I'm going to get into it, explain that to you in a second. Why friendship deals are awesome and why would you even want to become a friendship deal investor, right? And we're going to get into that a little bit. Now, everybody calls certain things different things, right? You call wholesaling a certain thing. I call it, creative real estate, creative finance. They have their names. They have their acronyms. Even like pre-foreclosures, you can call it a pre-foreclosure. Is it a pre-foreclosure? Is it a post-foreclosure? Is it a foreclosure? Well, usually when it goes back to the bank, yes, it's a REO, but it's also been foreclosed on. Now, pre-foreclosures are before they actually go to the bank. Then you got probate, you got the different types of probate, right? You got probate where you got to go to court and all that good stuff. Or there's maybe there are died intestate or whatever with a will or without a will. And then some are just, hey, they're the executors of the estate, the property's in a trust. That's the easiest way to unload property. And it makes perfect sense, right? So with us, we like to do the creative real estate investing side of things, subject to existing financing, seller finance, all that good stuff, rent to own, lease options with single family, multifamily, whatever comes down the wire for real estate in general. And we also like to put properties, and we do it a little bit differently, which I won't get into right now. But if you want to know how that's being done, then definitely reach out, do a chat. I'll pop a chat in there right now with my good old rock and roll, and I got to wear these every once in a while. But I'm going to break down a deal on that Sub2 calculator today and go through some of these deals that we've been looking at and writing offers on and rock and rolling and getting accepted. So here we go. Ready? So rock and roll. Definitely reach out. I'm going to go to, where's the Facebook at? Let me check Facebook, see what's going on there. Make sure we're actually on there and we're going good. Take care of the logistics really quick. I'm going to bring up some stuff as well. Maybe I'll bring this up real quick here. So one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. That is the theme for today, along with the what? Yes, along with friendship deals and becoming a friendship deal investor. Now, obviously, that's as it says there, it's not a slogan on a hat. That is our true cause and mission, to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America with real estate, whether we're working with a seller and helping them with their real estate situation, whether it's a luxury home, a nice home in a nice area, a jacked up property, a property that's really needs a lot of work and all that good stuff as well. Pre-foreclosures, probates, distress situations. It doesn't matter. The more issues, the more solutions we provide, meaning the more money you're going to make. That's what we do here at AMP Live. And that's the American Mentee Program. At the same token, our real estate investment firm, as it says right there, it's AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. That is our true cause and mission. Like I mentioned, it's not just a slogan on a freaking hat. It is our cause and mission. It's what we do. It's what I do. At the same token, it's in line with AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, the AMP Live products and programs that we have for one-on-one mentoring. We have the Charter Program, Accelerator Program. Those should probably be all down below. For today, there's 3 doors for you today. At the end of the day, when most people get started in real estate, they have 2 doors. That first door is let's invest, annuities, stocks and bonds, put some money in a 401k. And there's thousands and thousands or hundreds or usually thousands of companies that you're taking a little slice here and a little slice there and investing in there. That's how they raise capital and do their business, right? And then the second door is like, yeah, I'm going to buy a property. But then you buy a property and you go, shit, now I'm a landlord and it's another full-time business and all kinds of other headaches. And you're 11 o'clock at night, unclogging a turd out of someone's toilet, which really sucks, right? Unless you hire somebody to do it. But at 11 o'clock at night, nobody's probably going to get there and probably do that. Or it's going to cost you an arm and a leg because there are some people that do that. They got the 24-hour service type stuff, right? Or it's going to be the management company and then they're going to charge you and then they're going to hire someone else and then they're going to get charged. So it works out okay unless, they start overcharging for a bunch of nickel and dime stuff. Then it's like, man, what's going on here? That can get ugly as well. That's several years ago. There's a thing called turnkey properties. It was awesome. Great idea. Find an ugly property. People invest in the property. And then all of a sudden they bring it all up, say, hey, these properties are ready to go. You can buy it at under market. It's turnkey. Well, you're going to plug in a renter. We're going to plug in some other stuff. And we're going to manage it for you and all that good stuff. Beautiful idea. But, of course, the bad operators mess it up for the good operators. And then it becomes a tainted type of scenario, which happens on everything. Happens on creative real estate. Happens with real estate agents and brokers. Happens with fix and flips and commercial properties and all that good stuff. So the best thing to do is, stick to 3 things. Very simple. Integrity, loyalty, and communication. Integrity and loyalty cannot be broken. That is the covenant. Communication can break down because we got families. You're not a robot. I'm not a robot. We're human beings. We got families, and that's why we do what we do every single day. So therefore, communication can be rebuilt. The first 2 cannot. Once they're broken, there's no reason to do business. Good luck to you. As I've told, it doesn't happen a lot. Trust me. Very, very seldom because we do have a selection process of the mentees we work with, people we work with in general, as well as investors and buyers and all that good stuff. Even with the stuff that I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share a couple of properties with you, okay? I'm going to share some scenarios with you. We're going to break down something live right here on the Sub2 calculator with you today, this evening. And we're going to be doing that. And at the same token, to get the address, it's our protocol. You have to sign a NC&D. It's called a non-disclosed, non-circumvent agreement. Even some proof of funds at the end of the day. We'll have a chit chat to see what your experience level is and see if it's going to be a good fit because we only want to serve up deals that are going to be in your buying criteria. And then we put you on the A list for the VIP buyers list for on-market and off-market deals based on what you have to spend, how much money you have to work with, what your return on investment's all about, how many deals do you need, 1, 2, 5, 10, 100 type deals. What is it that you need? And then we're going to plug all those things in. No different than when we buy properties and we provide solutions to sellers. We're providing solutions to buyers like yourself. If you're watching this, this is for you. If you're a buyer and you're looking for deals, definitely get on our A list, okay? Like I mentioned, there's 2 ways that a lot of people get in. I should say 2, right? Get into this business. Today, we're going to open up 3 doors that are going to be opportunities for you today to get into investing, to tap into the creative real estate and tap into the real estate investing world, whether you're wanting to be an operator and become a real estate investment firm and build one out, or maybe you're wanting to learn and become a mentee or become a student from one of our programs, or you're like, you know what? I have a license. I want to drop it and I want to learn this real estate investing stuff. Then you're perfect. You're at the right freaking place right now for today because that's what I'm going to be talking about. And that's where, if you just do a chat or you do a DM and you send it to us, let me know what your wants and needs are, or just book some time. I believe in the link, there's probably going to be a consultation or a booking link of some sort where you can book some time with myself with a breakout call, and we'll chit chat, see if we're a good fit, whether it's going to be becoming a friendship deal investor, or maybe it's going to be a mentee or a student, or maybe you're just an investor who's looking for deals, or maybe you want to rock and roll and invest in some deals with us and partner up in JV and all that good stuff at the end of the day. So those 3 things, along with obviously dropping your license with VIPexecs Realty, lending and investments, step into excellence, by the way, to be able to Learn this business to be able to adjust, adapt, and thrive, because that is the market. That's where it's going. So I like this little graphic. It's cool. Definitely in God we trust, for sure. I'm not a holy roller, but I do believe in God, and I'm a God-fearing man. Okay, so we're going to get into this a little bit. Let me see. I have something here I'm going to share with you quickly. Okay, so you can obviously see that's a property that basically is going to need to be rehab, fixed up. So as we're doing this, we're getting more and more of these deals. As we get more and more of these deals, what needs to happen, right? We need to rock and roll and take care of the sellers and buyers and all that good stuff as we move forward here. So to explain, like, the upside is already built, right? So a lot of these properties, because a lot of people, especially in LA or even out here in Southern California, even in Texas, right? They buy a property, they think they're going to stay in it forever. They bought it as, a 3-2 or 4-2, for example. And then they're like, you know what, boom, they want to sell it. They want top dollar, but they can't get top dollar because there's some rooms that aren't permitted. Or they maybe wanted to save some money on taxes. They go, I'm not going to get that permitted because I want to save $600, $700, $800 on my taxes. And then here it goes 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later. Guess what? Oh my God, I need to get it permitted. I need to get occupancy. I need to do all this good stuff, but I want to get more money. Well, good luck to you, right? Unless you're going to deal with an investor, or you yourself are going to spend the money to make that happen, open up a can of worms with the city. Now, if it's over a period of time, you can probably get it grandfathered in. If the carpentry is in good, it looks good and the craftsmanship is awesome, then you'll probably be okay. You just might get a pissed off city or a pissed off, inspector at the end of the day. So roll the dice. Unless you know people or you got contractors that got relationships, then boom. If you do, then definitely reach out to us, because a lot of these types of properties are coming up, and not just in LA. They're all over Los Angeles, I guarantee it. But they're starting to pop up more simply because of what's transpired, and more people are moving to the outskirts, right? Like Riverside, San Bernardino, moving to the high desert and all that good stuff, right? So what's happening? Well, more and more people have been there for 10, 15, 20 years. So they're doing what? Yeah, they buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, and then, they got a couple extra rooms, or maybe they extend the house and they don't get it permitted. And then they, for whatever reason, God forbid, they're going to pass, or they get sick, or decide job relocation, or decide let's get the hell out of Dodge and move. And then what happens? You know what happens? They can't get top dollar. It is what it is. Sucks, right? But we got some cool stuff right now. Right now, I'm going to break one down. It's going to be here in Southern California. But there's awesome value adds that are coming down the wire for you, and even another one that I'll share with you. There's some operators that are not doing very good. As far as when I mean operators, it can be like a co-living operation, Airbnb, or maybe they're doing some type of co-living or assisted living, and people get tired, and it was a great idea 10 years ago or 5 years ago or even 2 or 3, right? And they go, man, this is worse than the job, and they already got a job, and the husband and wife's already tied down with stuff, right? So life happens, but you got to be able to be there to help them out. So 3 units, 1/4 acre, right? So like something like this, right? It's and I'm not going to get into the details, but there's an opportunity. This property is coming up very soon. If you'd like to get access to this particular property and other properties like it, or if you're like, looking for some cash flow and you want some extra cash flow, or you're looking for a good deal on a property to fix and flip or buy and hold or whatever it may be, then definitely get on our VIP buyers list, do a chat, shoot a DM to me, get in touch with me one way or another. If you have my number, then awesome, shoot me a text, right? And I know I get texts from people that, hey, I've been watching you for a couple of years, or 3 or 4 years go by and they pop up in the DM, or they pop up in and this checking their database, and my phone's still working, of course, right? So it's like, oh my God, okay, cool. I didn't think you'd answer, stuff like that. But it happens all the time, more times than you know, because we're not going anywhere. Knock on wood. Where's the wood at? Let me get some wood over here. All right, there it is. So there's knock on wood. So let's get on to it. Let's get into this right here, because I want to share this with you. I'm going to break this hot property down for you. I'm going to show you where the freaking money's at, and then we're going to go from there. And there's a lot of ways. The way we do it, obviously, we have more than, as we call it, our offer ladder. At the same token, probably thinking, well, why me? Why should you even listen to me, right? You don't have to. But if it entertains you, awesome. But I am here for business. I'm also here to, yes, push the brands and the algorithms, because that's what this is. That's what this is based about. And it's based on Erick Jimenez, myself, AHA, American South Americans, Amp Live, the brand, Amp Live Media, powered by Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company. And of course, what else? Yes, VIPexecs Realty, lending and investments, step into excellence. That's what we're all about. That's what we do. I love to suit up. Yeah, there's times when we go out, I wear flip-flops and all that good stuff too, but I'm always suited up, because look, perception is reality. If I'm working with somebody, I want to work with the best of the best of them at the end of the day. So I'm here suited up for you. That's what this is about, right? The same token. We go out and meet with clients. We're suited up. When a mentee comes and works with us, when they go out, I don't care if they're in Florida, they're going to be suited up somehow, some way. If they're in Montana, or I should say Montana, or even Fontana, and we're going to look at property, going to be suited up, because if you're going with me, got to be suited up. If not, hey, you can go however you want, and if you get the deal, awesome, more power to you. Not saying that you can't, right? I'm just saying that it just depends, right? Depends on the demographics and the type of property. If they're 50, 60, 80, 100,000, and you got a giant ass beard, and you're wearing, flip-flops and sweats and shit, maybe that'll work, right? If you're dealing with 800, 900,000, $1 million, $2 million properties, yeah, I'm sure they got friends like that and stuff like that. Doesn't mean there's nothing bad wrong with that person, but at the same token, they're going to expect some excellence. They're going to expect some professionalism. They're going to expect you to be a certain way, and you're going to expect them to be a certain way. And that's what this is about. This is what it's about, right? We're already kind of looking at the government and everybody else, and everybody's a freaking actor, right? Now, it doesn't mean you have to be an actor. That's why you always got to, but we all are kind of actors. We all got our images. We all are looking for who we want to be and who we want to be. Probably thinking, what does this have to do with freaking friendship deals? I just want to be able to get a deal, rock a deal. I don't want to have to pick up a hammer. I don't want to have to build a real estate investment firm, but I just want to rock some deals, period. How do we do that? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I know I got my thing here. So we got 9 minutes. Okay, cool. So I am on a timer. I'm not going to read a teleprompter or anything, but we're going to get into this real quick, and I'm going to share this with you, okay? So let's break down the deal. All righty. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen. And yes, a brief commercial for 17 minutes. I'll probably go up to about 30 minutes. But Amp Live TV, always real, raw, standing for truth, home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. That's right. Here I am, your host, Erick of Amp Live and VIPexecs. Don't forget to get your free sub-2 calculator. You can get this for free, absolutely for free. Just hit me up, text me. Heck, I might even just put it in the chat here. So why don't I do that? I'll do that towards the end, because I want you to be able to see how it works first and all that good stuff. Plus, it does come with three bonuses, plus 3 freaking bonuses, right? It's going to be the sub-2 fix and flip calculator. You're going to get the bonus number 1, sub-2 deal analysis checklist. Number 5, you're actually going to get some 5 motivated seller scripts that work, and the maximum offer formula cheat sheet. I hate the acronym MAO, maximum allowable offer. I think that shit. I think it's been shit since I started in this business several years ago. Heck, it sounds like mayo or mayonnaise, and that sounds shitty to me. But it is what it is. I might have to change that. I'm going to change that. I'm going to put the AHA formula cheat sheet on there and get rid of that mayo crap. All right, because I know when I got started, it wasn't about maximum allowable offer. I get it. Back in the day, for me, it was 60, 65 cents on the dollar. We're good to go. Investors are happy with $35,000 profit. Now everybody wants to kill it. They want all kinds of money. Then there's some people that are buying property that says $400,000. And they want $400,000. $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 entry fee. No, thank you. You can't even cash flow some bitch, right? Now, it depends on where it's at. In California, you probably don't want it. Now, if it's a nice, juicy red state, then maybe, right? Cash flow that some bitch, let somebody pay it down, and, then there's opportunities. You just got to do your due freaking diligence. Learn to do your due diligence. Awesome, and you'll be fine. Now, this is surfing for deals. You want to blow up your email, text, phone, and look, every mentee comes aboard, learns how to surf for deals, and if they utilize it right, they get offers, they build their submissions, they get submissions, they get offers, they get deals, and they close, period, right? And it's absolutely free, even when you get started. For this, surfing for deals. Even when we teach, obviously when you teach and you jump aboard the American Mentee Program, you got to take care of the hard costs because nothing's free. Or you jump on maybe the accelerator program or maybe the charter program, and that's going to at least save you 6 to 12 months on the accelerator program. If you want to save 1 to 2 years of spinning those wheels, then hey, that'd be the accelerator program. And of course, the Amp Live American Mentee Program is going to save and shave off 3 to 5 years of spinning those wheels wasting tons of money, losing tons of money at the end of the day, because you'll be working with us exclusively and piggybacking on the AHA brand, Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, Amp Live Media, and of course, your funding partners, VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments, right out of the gate. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and break some of this juicy stuff down, and then we're going to go ahead and get this to you. I'll get you the deal automator, or I should say the sub-2 calculator. And before I do, let me introduce you to Miss Al and myself. If you're considering buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Southern California or other places, definitely reach out. And I believe there'll be a link you can scan somewhere, right? I believe. Let me see if it's right here. And you can, there it is right there, boom. So you can find properties and deals right there off the MLS through Al. And if you build a relationship, maybe you can get on the A list. So let's keep on rolling here. See if I got anything special I want to share with you. Nope, it's right up here. Let's go back to this. And then I'm going to pull up the deal automator, or I should say the sub-2 calculator for you. Right here. I'll only pop that in there before we get started. And I'll wrap up with about 9 minutes, 5 to 9 minutes to break down a deal. It's a lot quicker, but I'm going to take my time, kind of, sort of. But VIPexecs Realty Lending with Miss Al, the broker, hard money. If you need hard money, VA loans, conventional, creative deals, right? Right now, interest rates are what they are, but we don't worry about that. You can when you're buying traditionally, but when you're working with us through creative real estate investing, I'm going to show you how you can knock those out, how you can grab those deals, and how you can make some money on them, even if you're an agent or a broker. And we'll show you how to do that, because we are truly Americans helping Americans, and that's our goal. So let me go up here. I'm going to share this with you so you can see the back right here. Boom, there it is. Okay, so let's get to it. So let me go right here. We're going to scoot down. Usually the address goes right up in there. See if is it moving? Let's see if let's get it to move. Let me see. There it is. Is it moving yet? Okay, cool. All right. So address usually goes right there, as you can see. Popped in the address. Then we got with the ARV. We're going to do prop stream property data. So I like prop stream. Also like prop wire. So I'm going to throw some names down here. These are just things that we've tested over the years. And when I test anything, including for our mentees, or even if I'm going to share it here, I may promote it. I may be getting paid for it. I may not be getting paid for it. Or there may be a link and all that good stuff, which would be like an affiliate link. But I'm telling you right now, and then a lot of times it's just, no, I don't get paid jack, right? I'm just promoting because I've already tested it. We've tested it. The team's tested it. And we know that it works up against other types of software, okay? Every piece of software has its different algorithms. Some are good, some are bad, and some are awesome, right? Well, right here, this is what we're going to do. ARV, super important. I'm going to put these spectacles on. So ARV, when we're looking at this, we're going to change that. We're going to rock this one for this particular property. This is going to be, let me see. ARV, now look, this is if we do a couple of things. I'm going to put it right here. Now we're going to go with 65 current market rent, about 2,600. Existing mortgage, interest rate, monthly PITI. Okay, so far you can see it's changing the numbers here. So when I put these numbers in here, I know you can't see it, so I'm going to bring, it's right here. Yep, there you go. There. So I know you can't see it, but if we go right here, 13.8% profit margin. That's good. Solid deal. Tighten the rehab. Okay, we haven't got to the rehab yet because we're going to get down here with the acquisition costs and all that good stuff. Solid deal. It's going to score it out of 6.5 to 8.7 points, 75 out of 100. Return on investment's good so far. And then obviously annual return on investment. But for us, I like to go with the net return on investment based on something. Now, obviously 13.8, some people are going to go, oh, I can't handle that, right? Because a lot of investors are looking for those unicorn deals. I want 20%, 25, 30%. Cool. Awesome. If you can find them, wonderful. Will you find them from us? Maybe if you're on the A list and we like you and we pass on a juicy deal because we're continuing to pay it forward and vice versa, you're going to pay it forward with us as well, then we'll do that. But 9 times out of 10, it makes no sense. Even if you don't got the money, bring the deal down the wire. We'll figure out how to make it done. We'll get the deal done because why would you want to give that up to someone else? All right. Anyways, but 15%, 13, 15, 18, 20%, that's fair. on return on investment net. Other people are different on how they figure stuff out. Some people are just, hey, I need to make 35, 55,000, 75,000, whatever. 10% off of the money I spend, 10% off of the return on investment, 10% off of the gross, or I should say the ARV. Everybody's a little bit different. But so far, let's keep on rocking and rolling. So let's move down the ladder here. We're going to keep on rolling. Purchase price on this particular property. Let's rock it, right? Let's go with, let me see. Let's go with the right here. Boink. We got to do this. There's going to be cash as the seller. Got to make up some arrears. Closing costs, because we're going to take it sub 2. Earnest money. So let's go through that real quick, right? So obviously going to be the purchase price, acquisition costs, purchase price, cash to seller, catch up the arrears. That's going to be your back payments if you're doing, because it's sub 2 seller finance. We got other calculators that we produced to put together for seller finance as well. So there's seller finance, novation, all that good stuff. And we even are putting together right now, as soon as it is ready, going to hand it off to our mentees. Obviously, we're going to test it and beta test it, so they'll get it first, and I'll let you know how that all transpires in the next 3 to 6 months, because we like to go through at least 3 to 6 months of trials to make sure it's good to go before we release it to everybody. But there'll be some beta peeps that going, hey, try this out, and just be careful when you're working deals in that manner. Okay. But anyways, the bottom line is that we'll be able to run a deal with some information, and then it's going to pop out several tabs. Oops, scared the shit out of me. Several tabs of sub 2, seller finance, wholesale, right? Fix and flip for sub 2, fix and flip cash, fix and flip for hard money. And we do have a hard money calculator for you as well, that once you put in all the information, and if it looks good and it says, boom, this looks like an awesome deal, go for it. It'll be connected directly to VIPexecs Realty and Lending, the lending arm for you, which is your funding partner. And you can actually send that directly to them. You can actually apply for the hard money loan as well. You get a call from Al and the team, and they'll get you up and running to be able to buy these properties through the hard money calculator as well. So awesome stuff. But I like the one that we're putting together right now, because it's going to help. It's going to save a lot of time and a lot of steps, but there's still a process, right? Because even the algorithms and even with AI and all that good stuff, it makes mistakes, right? And they make mistakes based on what you have in there. And sometimes I'm finding out that, hey, AI is pretty lazy sometimes, right? Oh my God, I forgot to do this. Why didn't I do this? And then catching it getting lazy like a human being. I go, why are you lazy? You're AI. You're just data. Why would you not go in and do the research? Anyways, maybe that's just me, man, guys and gals. But check it out. There it is right there. That's my little rant. But it saves a lot of time for sure. Okay. Well, we got that rolling out. That should be rolling out pretty soon, and it's going to give you our ladder, right? Because our ladder is obviously leads to appointments, to offers, to deals, to close of escrow. But when we're actually working a deal like this, and we're at the kitchen table or on the phone or on a Zoom, then we're going through these deals: offer 1, offer 2, offer 3. If we can't get offer 3, which is our top and best cash offer, then most people do what? They disappear. They leave, right? I'll make sure that we're good to go here. Everything's still going. Okay, good. So then they leave and then they disappear because the wholesale deal is no longer there. It's a one-trick pony. And maybe they'll go to 73. Maybe they'll go to 75, and it was 75 cents on the dollar, and that's max. Maybe 77. Maybe some people are finding some investors that are willing to buy at 80 cents on the dollar. That's cool too, right? But usually we're going at least 70, 75, and then we start moving. Then we start moving to some cash now, some cash later. And if that don't work, we're going to move to some marketing. We're going to move to an option. We're going to move to what? Yes, a novation. And if that doesn't work, then, if you're working with us and you have a real estate license, then you take off your real estate hat, disclose, put on your real estate agent hat, enlist the sunbuck for them, and get them top dollar for the property. But check it out. Here we go. We're going to keep on rocking in here. Make sure hopefully you can see that stuff. And if you can't, watch it over and over. All right, so let's get into the rehab part, right? Rehab, total rehab, 70,000 buckaroonies. Contingency 10%. That means add 10 to 15% buffer for surprises. Okay, let me get some water here. Expected rehab duration, 2 months. Okay, now you can put 1 month and it's going to change. If you can get it done, it's cosmetic. I would suggest cosmetic, anything 2,000 on up. 2 to 3 weeks, easy peasy stuff. Get in, get out. If it's going to be anything like 1950s, 1940s, 60s, 70s, you don't know what happens when you get into, start getting into walls and stuff, start knocking stuff down, start opening up walls. There gets some dry rot, all kinds of crazy stuff. If they had animals, then all the wood gets jacked up and stuff, so it can cost a lot more money when you're dealing with older properties. Then you're going to want to do what? Yep, you're going to want to have some contingency. It might take you 30 days. Heck, it might take you 60 days if you find some issues. So you want to always be conservative on all your freaking numbers. When we do our numbers, now there's a thing called 6-month pad. You got a 6-month pad to keep the business rolling, to keep the project rolling. After 6 months, it's going to start costing you money, right? But no matter what, it starts costing money right out of the gate when you're spending money. But at least you know you have a 6-month pad. If you get it done in 90, then awesome. You're going to make some money. And the extra 3 months is going to bring it home to everybody. If it goes 6 months, it goes 6 months. If it goes longer, then it continues to cost money. And you got to have, that pad. So we like to put a 6-month pad on everything at the end of the day. Let me make sure we've got here. Let me see what we got. So a 6-month pad when we're doing all this stuff or some people put 3 months. Some people put, 30 days. Doesn't matter. Just depends, right? So let me see what we got. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and switch this up here. So we got our rehab. Next, we're going to go with holding and cost. Now we're getting into, like I mentioned, the pad. Now, hard money rate. If you're going to use hard money, pop the hard money in there, okay? If you're going to use points, put the points. That means percentage, right? Is it 1 or 2 points that you're going to put in there? Additional loan amount. If there's actually extra, you got to do some rehab cash. And they're going to fund your rehab. Put it in there. Property tax, insurance, utilities. What's the utilities? Because it's gonna figure it out on a monthly basis, right? And this is where you put your pad. Now it can be used both ways, right? Is the rehab really gonna take too much? No. If you know it's gonna take 1 month, but you got a 6-month pad, you want to be conservative just in case, and you can put that there, and it's gonna adjust all these numbers for 6 months. Right now it's for 2 months, so it's gonna use utilities for 2 months, about $300, right? Is there HOA? Put it in there. Property management, put it in there. As we keep on rolling here. We're going to go, hey, what's the agent commission? Is it 2% and 2%? No, let's change that, right? It's probably going to be 2.5 each. Heck, if you can get 6, get 6. Why not, right? Let's put 5% in there, 2.5 each for the seller and buyer side. Then we're going to go ahead and put staging and marketing. Now, of course, you can put 0, but we're going to put $1,500 for staging and marketing. Selling costs, average days on the market for this property are actually 49. So we're going to change that. So it's important. Check out the days on the market, right? 49 days. Now, some are 60. LA, I'm hearing, is like 71 plus days, depending on the area, which sucks. But it is what it is. Okay, comp speed. All right, now don't worry about that too much, but let's go ahead and take a look. I know it's showing you some profit there, but let's go to the top, and then we'll go down to the bottom. So this is calling it a what? A B deal. Solid deal. 13.9% margin. Okay? Okay? I'm just kidding. I'm going to start cracking myself up, right? But watch this all the way through. It's very important. It's awesome. It's fun. You having fun? I'm having fun. You should be having fun. Why aren't you having fun? Have some fun. Break it down. It's all on how you frame stuff, right? I'm reading some cool books right now just to break it up a little bit. Oh, this is kind of cool too. Oh, I'm not going to share that. But here's this one. Fire this up. Again, this is beautiful. Let me pull this up here so I can share it with you. I'm not sure. So there we go. Right there. There it is. There it is. Awesome book. Now, this is my book. I've had it for a long time. I've had several of these, but this one is kind of like my archive book because I'm not going to lie. You can't see it or anything, right? But if you go in here, I got cards for certain areas. Yes, even some of the page folding stuff. I know you probably can't see it, but there's stuff in here too, right? You got, there's cards in there. There's stuff that I write in it and all in the corner. So I practice what I preach. Even got a little picture from my daughter, my son, when they drew some stuff up, some notes with even back in the day, they had these cards, right? 3x5 cards. Even some pictures in there with the lovely wife and partner and all that good stuff are in here, right? What else I got? Here's a card here from, yes, my lovely wife and partner at the end of the day. So even some of my old cards from when I first got started in the business, it's actually in there. I can't believe it. I just saw that right now. That's pretty crazy. All right. Anyways, but this is a book. Get Think and Grow Rich, okay? Get the book. Think and Grow Rich, okay, if you can. Grab it. It's cheap. This is the 17 Principles of Success. Read Think and Grow Rich first. You understand it. Make it your core. If you've heard how to read a book, now obviously there's no right or wrong, but I think my theory is right, and that's right. Read that at least minimum. Read the book at least 4 times. Bring it into your life. Put it into your life as a core, like a guide. Because most people read a book and then that's it. It's in their database, but they don't do jack with it. What good is that? You can read all the books and have all the audios you want and do nothing about it, and don't even use the techniques that are in the book that they're trying to teach you. Because a lot of these people that are in these books, right, it's all based on true character. It's based on how they shaped the United States of America and the world, okay? And you're learning that stuff, okay? And then it's you take it and you activate it. You take it and you apply it in your life. This is more like I like to consider a business guide, okay? A business guide, not to replace the Bible, or maybe business guide or Bible, your business Bible, I should say. But it gives you the 17 principles of success that you need to learn and always be working. Because, hey, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Happens to me as well, right? And you forget about stuff. So when I read this, I'm like, man, this is awesome. And then I get back to, yes, positive mental attitude, get back to definiteness of purpose. And yeah, but at the same token, as long as it's not violating the rules of God and all that good stuff, you shape it the way you need to a degree. Integrity, loyalty, and communication will always keep you in check with what you need to do. Excuse me. But I thought that was cool. And I'm reading another one too, but I won't get into that one. Check it out. There we go. Let's get over here. Now, sub 2 finance advantage, not a big deal. It's just call it what you want. Mortgage balance assumed. It's going to have the rate. It's going to have what's the market rate right now, 6.5%. Rate down to savings, monthly savings that you're saving, annual savings, blah, blah, blah. If you're really into those numbers and you're like a bean counter and you're into the accounting side of stuff, which is great because if you know math, then you're probably going to be a very rich person. All right. They go hand in hand. And we got the shining sun star right here blasting into my eyeballs. All right, cool. So let's take a look at this. Total cost summary. Okay, so we're going to get into the rehab, the monthly holding costs for 2 months, right? That's not even right because monthly holding costs is only this stuff here. It's not accounting for the cost of the actual payment. Did I put that in there? Let me see. Maybe it's wrong. Let me double check. I think no, it's in there. Okay. Because for the total cost summary, when it says monthly other holding costs, I get it. Okay. Total hard money, monthly hard money. So it should be coming down here where the monthly, here we go. So we'll get into this. All right. We're gonna change that mail thing to AMP, right? It's the AMP in purchase math, right? I like that better. Or the AHA in purchase math. That needs a change. Resale price. It is what it is right here. Agent commissions, net, maximal. It even gives you a little scale here. So we can go at 70 cents on the dollar, as I like to call it, or you call it 70% LTV, doesn't matter. 70 cents on the dollar. Standard should be, the offer should be at the 146. 65 should be 127. Subject to adjusted 147. We're at a 205 purchase price, so we're over the maximal allowable mayonnaise bullshit acronym thingy there, right? So you see that bugs me. I got to change all that because I've always hated that. All right. But it's okay. Good for you. I probably shouldn't be putting bad light on it, but let's just go with it, okay? So we'll go over your total cash required. We're looking at the money to the seller, arrears to catch up, closing costs, rehab contingency. We're doing holding costs. So here's the holding costs all in, right? So as you can see, the holding costs all in are going to be here. So that's the $4,500 because we're talking about everything, right? Keeping the doors open, having a pad on there to make sure that you're able to get stuff done in the manner that it needs to be done, and including the payments and all that good stuff. So we're looking at, it's kind of blurry, isn't it? Let me see what we got. I don't know why it's so blurry. Let me go back and forth, let it adjust, let it do its thing. There you go, get it back. Obviously, you can get this calculator absolutely for free. I'm going to put the link in the chat once we're done here. You can jump on it and use it. And you don't need anything. You don't got to do anything. You just go straight to it and use it. Don't care if you sign up or not. Just use it. It's free. And it works. Okay, here we go. So let's get down here to the juiciness of the deal. Profit analysis. All right, let's get to it. Ready? Profit. Mortgage payout, blah, blah, blah. Gross profit. It says gross, but it's net. It's net $50,000, 578 cents. Profit margin 13.9. Okay, I was giving you a return on investment. And obviously, for me, profit margin, return on investment is 13.9% because it's net, and I like that. Now, the other part, 29% annual return on investment, blah, blah, blah. It's all cool. It's great. You're going to save. Who cares about the savings on the whole, blah, blah, blah. Profit versus conventional financing, 51,000, which is cool. Now we got the market deal velocity, right? Days on the market velocity rate and moderate market and moderate spread. Okay, now if you want to close deals like this, get the full blueprint, right? You can go to Amp Live, the Creator Investing and the American Mentee Program at the end of the day. You can click that and join. I believe this might be for the accelerator or the charter program. That's for the actual videos and PDFs, and you get a vault and all that good stuff where you get the contracts and agreements and things of that nature. Got that light shining brightly on me, or you get into the one-on-one mentoring program, okay? But this is awesome. I like this calculator. Works very good. It's going to help you out if you want the full blueprint. Boom, you can click that. Let me see if it works. And you can go there. Is it popping up? Maybe not. Okay, it's cool. No big deal. We'll go back. I'll just close it. Maybe it's right here. Let me see. Free sub 2 calculator. Okay, this is the one. I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to cast it. Boom. See what comes up. We'll cast this one. Boink. Come on, let's go. It's working. Boom, there it is. Okay, boom. So this is awesome. Take advantage of this while you can. This is for the calculator. I'm actually going to take the link and I'm going to put it into the chat for you. Grab it while you can. It's absolutely free. I'm going to grab the other one for you too. This one you got to sign up for. Okay. So you actually got to sign up for this on this one. The other one, you can just go to it, use it. It's mobile optimized. Boom, take it, download it, put it into your juice and all that good stuff. You don't have to worry about it. When I mean juice, that means put it into your working spreadsheets or whatever you need to do, your files, whatever. But download the free sub 2 fix and flip calculator, analyze any creative real estate deal in under 3 minutes. Now, it obviously took a little bit longer because I'm working with you. At the end of the day, I wanted to explain stuff to you, so I had to explain it to you. But if I actually do it and go in there and pop in all the numbers, bam, 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 under 3 minutes, boom, we got we're going to have our numbers, right? Before you talk to any seller. Get your free bundle, by the way. So this is not just the calculator. You actually get a little bit more. You get 3 bonuses worth $238, or it could be $2,380. It could be $28 gazillion. It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is that you get the exact tools taught inside the American Mentee Program, the Amp Live Charter Program, the Amp Live Accelerator Program. You're not going to get spammed. It's only going to be real estate related. You signed up for something, yeah, we're going to hit you with real estate stuff. We're going to hit you with real estate products. So if you're going to whine and cry, then just opt out, right? Otherwise, jump on it, grab your free bundle. You can unsubscribe anytime, and God we trust, right? Here's what you'll be getting for free. And I'm not here to sell anything. This is just part of it because I wasn't even going to talk about this. This is all about the friendship deal, right? It's all about friendship deals and how you can get into this business. But I said, hey, you know what? This is kind of fun. I love this stuff. Not everybody likes it. Some people think it's boring. I think it's awesome. But it is what it is. I'm not going to get into these, but it's there if you want it. I'm going to go back over here. And where are we at? Where is the calculator? Not sure what pops up on the back. There it is. Boom. Jump on that. If you're actually wanting to jump on one of the programs, and we'll rock and roll with you. Otherwise, this is all about friendship deals. Should be right here for the calculator. And I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. we go. All right, let's get done. We're at 44 minutes, so let's roll. But if you want to jump on some deals like this, well, you can't see it, but you can see it on the screen here. It's going to be 3 units, 1/4 acre, right? Some of these are very easy to convert and turn them into cash flow or value adds, fix and flips, buy and holds, all that good stuff, right? Let's see what we got. Rocking with friendship deals. Now, let me go ahead and put this up here so you can actually know what the heck a friendship deal is. Put this up here so you can see my mug. And are there any others that I wanted to share? See if I can bring it up here. Nope. Okay, we're all good. Let me see. We'll go right here. Bring that back. And don't forget, the VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investment Step into Excellence. You want to hang your license, want to get your license, but even when you come aboard and work with us, you'll be able to get onboarded through them as your funding partner and things of that nature. But let's get back to the friendship deals. I wanted to definitely share that with you, show you where the money's at, show you where these deals are happening, because you definitely need to underwrite if you're going to do this business. But as far as friendship deals, I went from one extreme to the other, which was, hey, I don't want to do all that. If you don't want to do all that stuff and you don't want to break down deals and you don't want to have to underwrite any deals and you don't want to have to go after deals, talk to sellers, talk to investors, talk to agents and all that good stuff, and you just said, you know what? No, I just want to be a friendship deal investor. How do I do that? Well, very simple. I believe it's down below in the link. There's going to be a link there where you can book some time with myself, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Whatever amount that you want to take, go for it, lock it up. We'll definitely chit chat. We'll talk, see it's a selection process. So if you're a good fit, we'll make sure that we'll go back and forth to see what your needs are and what you're wanting to accomplish and vice versa. And if we're a good fit, then we'll move forward. If not, that's okay. We'll shake hands, part friends, and that'll be it. Maybe later, maybe sometime down the road, because people do come and go. Hey, a year later, 2 years, 3 years, sometimes 4. Heck, I have people in our database that have been in there for maybe 10 years, right? And still coming and going, thinking about it, watching all that good stuff. So you never know when it's right for you. You know when it's ready. People ask me, when's the best time to get in real estate? Like the answer? I'll share it with you. When you're ready, when you commit, that's the best time. Okay, so there is a QR code on the very top up there. If you want to jump on the Facebook group or just want to connect with myself, I believe I'll put up another link here, just so our QR code so you can take a look and scan this, and you'll be able to book some time with myself and my team. I believe it's right here. There you go. You can scan that QR code right there, boink, and you get some time with myself from AHA, get a live book a call, a breakout call with myself, and we'll talk about becoming a friendship deal investor, right? And it's very simple, so if you got some funds you want to work with and you maybe don't want to, like I said, pick up a hammer, you don't want to fix and flip or buy and hold or, unclog toilets at 11 a.m. or be a landlord and all that good stuff. But if you change your mind, we're always here for you. And even if you don't, we're still here for you to be able to work with you in that capacity and becoming a friendship deal investor and investing in sub-2 deals. I like to call them sub-2 buyouts, sub-2 fix and flips, buy and holds, lease options, rent to owns, fix, flips, and yes, even the longer term types of properties, whether they're apartment buildings or businesses. It could be little mini strip malls with 5-10 units in them. It could be triple nets, all kinds of stuff. There's tons of stuff out there, and depending on what your needs are and what you'd like to do, then we can figure out how we can fit you in with what we're doing and vice versa to see if it's a good fit for each other. Very simple. No harm, no foul. But at the same token, I need a full disclosure. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a bookkeeper. I'm not a financial analyst, right? So therefore, do your due diligence. Do what you need to do. Just like I did. I do my research, do my due diligence, make sure and seek out help if I needed to, and then make conscious decisions and professional decisions on what you need to do. Period, right? We're all adults here. It's like when people, go into foreclosure and they're all stressed out and then they're saying this and they're saying that about the bank and this and that. Remember, they signed on the dotted line. So we're all responsible to take responsibility for what we have to do at the end of the day. And it's always best just to work things out. So that's how it works in a nutshell. Friendship deal investor. If you'd like to become a friendship deal investor, definitely reach out, touch bases with me. and we'll chit chat. We'll get more into detail. Maybe we'll have some coffee. We'll maybe go to lunch, or we'll do a Zoom call, and we could do coffee and maybe some lunch via Zoom, right? Obviously we can't exchange food, but we can still, make it a nice and eventful type of event for each other. All right, here we go. So once again, I'm going to roll this up. Thanks again for watching AHA, Amp Live TV, and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Obviously, I'm your host, Eric, from Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track, together with you and others across the United States of America. Definitely reach out, maybe jump aboard one of our programs, American Mentee Program. We are powered by Amp Live Media, media broadcasting and marketing company across the United States of America that powers us and our mentees and students across the United States of America, as well as our partners, VIPexecs Realty, Lending and Investments. Step into excellence. When you're ready to rock and roll and drop your license, I want to say thank you for the people that have came aboard the American Mentee Program and come aboard VIPexecs as well, getting the best of both worlds and bringing them together, because that is the future of real estate investing and real estate in general, and being able to help your clients 100% of the time by giving them what? The VIP treatment. That's what it's all about. Let's get back to customer service. Let's get back to taking care of our clients. Let's get back to rocking and rolling in the United States of America. Without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. Keep on rocking and rolling. As always, rock and roll in all that you do. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. I'll probably most likely be back for tomorrow for Sunday, the Sunday sermon, rants and raves. Other than that, please like, love, and share. Reach out, do the DMs, share this with others and family members. If you know anybody who wants to become a friendship deal investor, or you want to talk more about that, then definitely reach out, do a chat, do a DM, do something. But at the end of the day, absolutely free just to chit chat and talk. And then for a good fit, like I said, it's a selection process, then we'll move forward. If not, that's okay too. No harm, no foul. We'll talk to you later. You have an awesome, wonderful evening. We'll talk to you. Bye-bye.